Alright, welcome back to Dreadnought Redux 11. And if I have my way, it's going to be a short one and rapidly followed by 12, 13, 14, and so on and so forth. Until somebody tells me if they like the longer videos or the shorter videos, or they don't really care. I would like to grow the channel, and maybe more videos will help do that, but, you know, nah, I don't know. I'm just going to try it and see what happens because, well, outside of working from home, it's still quarantine. There's still a pandemic going on. There's still the whole thing of if you go out too much, you're really rolling the dice with your family's lives. Stay at home, don't touch your face, wash your hands, and wear a mask. There's the PSA component for this video. And, yeah. Other than that, I'm going to go ahead and get started and see how far I can get before this camera croaks. Alright. Let's channel some of that I've been pent up here for 4 months energy into a model. Here we go! And here we go indeed. So, here what I'm doing is, from one of my steel things that I etched, I am cutting out the, what's going to be the cabinets in these officers' quarters. Now, I mentioned it before, I think, that these were the shell bins, or I'd made these to be shell bins, but because I have a set of snips that I can go right through the sheet, I have cut them short, and I'm using them now for these lovely little, cabinets in the officers' quarters. So, along with that, I also take the step of cutting out the thin strip of, I think it's .010 by .020 styrene. I think it's like Evergreen Models or something, or Evergreen Plastic or something, that makes it. They have a pine tree as a logo, I think. But anyways, there I am trying to finagle it in there, and I think that one may have gone in fairly, maybe not, but may have gone in fairly easily. You'll see that there is a lot of fiddling around with these tiny, tiny pieces, and sometimes it works easy, and sometimes it is a horrible pain in the nuts. So there I am cleaning out some excess glue because in this one it turned out to be a bit of a pain, and I figured since I tried once and failed horribly, I might as well try again, refold it using the tweezers, get it, down to the right size, cut things to the right length, put that in there, try to super glue it in place, and I get the thing. This super glue applicator, I know I've been mentioning it, is not like, the absolute end-all, be-all tool because of this issue that it has, or super glue kind of clogs on it a bit. But it is a good tool. It is a fundamentally good purchase. I'm happy I got it because I don't think I'd have been able to have done this any other way. At least this makes it so I've got enough super glue that it actually can fill out onto stuff. So, yep, there I go again. Now I'm cutting something else. I'm wondering, am I cutting the chairs yet or still cutting another, I'm assuming I'm cutting another, I might be cutting a chair now. Or I might have cut a table and then a chair. Still little bits of folding. And then that might be a chair. Nope, that's still a, that's still the cabinet. This stuff is small enough that even I'm having trouble. I gotta make this screen bigger in my editing software. Maybe that'll make it easier for me to see what's going on. Alright, so that is definitely a cabinet made, again, as I said, from my shell bin piece. If anybody gets curious, I'll see what I can do to find some kind of place to put the file I used to actually make the photo mask for these. In case anybody's new, I used that Micromark photo etch kit. And I gotta say, I made some mistakes with it, but I learned quite a bit. So, yeah, it is not a bad kit at all. Although you can get photoresist so much cheaper. Now, you just saw me shake my, arms like I was doing the chicken dance. Well, being cooped up inside has not done wonders for my weight, as is going off my diet. But, well, that shaking out is because my arm starts going numb. I'm not sure if this is exclusively from weight. I have this thing, I think even when I was skinny I would get this on occasion, so I don't think it's purely a weight thing, but it's definitely exacerbated it. Wow, I sound like a thinness commercial. I'm going to stop that right now. This is about making models, not about losing weight. If we're going to talk about losing weight, there's quick and easy ways to do it. But yeah, I don't feel like showing that in this channel because I don't think YouTube likes unlicensed surgeries. So instead, I'm going to do something I'm fully qualified for and put these pieces back into position here. I wonder what I'm putting in there. It looks like I'm super gluing somebody. Oh, okay. So one of the people in the officer's mess fell out. So I'm just taking him, putting him back in there, fiddling a bit with him, and getting him to stay. And that's a really hard part. So what I did to have these guys be in their chairs is I actually cut them in half at the legs. I think I meant to mention that in Dreadnought 10, but I'll mention it again here just because people are new, or could be new, and yeah. So folding, folding, folding. I don't have one of those nice, professionally folder things. It might make this easier. I don't know. I suspect that it would. But yeah, other than that, I'm just using the tweezers to fold down little pieces in what looks like it might be a desk or a chair. Looks like a chair. Yep. And there's a lot of fiddling there to try to get that in there, so that might be a chair. Now I'm looking up to make sure I know what's going where. I think this is where I start properly working on the warrant officer's cabin. If I don't I add a few people first. So what I found is that if I put glue down first and then put my little figure onto the plastic that way, it tends to work a lot better than trying to dab the figure into glue. So that's a good thing for me to remember as I'm moving forward, is that I want the puddle of glue on the plastic first, at least for this stuff. Yeah, there I am. Now I'm again cleaning the super glue applicator. Yeah, this thing, it is the unsung hero, I think, of this build here, because this is the only good way I'd be able to apply super glue, unless again I had those. I'm sure I've mentioned them hypodermic needles. And again, that shaking out dance you saw is because, yep, our arm's going numb and want to, keep them nice and feeling. So this is me cutting out what's going to end up being the bed for the warrant officer. Trying carefully to get it just right. Found it was a little skinny, so I cut a section slightly longer. Fit it in there. And soon you'll see me talking about it after the glue sets. And I'm going to cut off this recording here so you can hear me talk and see me move at normal speed. Alright, change the view a little bit and hopefully get you some better angles. So, man, meanwhile, we'll have a sip of this. Anyways, so, just to cover real quick, all that time lapse, I just added like 2 of these, 2 chairs, 2 guys. That's about 10 minutes per thing. Yeah, this is going to take a while. But this floor was the one I was thinking would take a while. Okay. Let's see if we can't finish out this warrant officer's quarters, huh? Alrighty. Okay, back into the time lapse. So, there I am, just folding out some more pieces here. I think I'm folding again what's going to be one of the doorways, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Sorry, not the doorway, the cabinet. Sorry for the officer's quarters. Takes a bit to get this in, but I do it. And I found that for putting these together, I found that it was better to have the plastic kind of lined up already in position, and then to put the super glue somewhere so it could kind of wick into all the appropriate positions. So that way it seems to me that it's staying in position before you put in the super glue, and the super glue seals that up and makes that bond solid. And now I'm bending up somebody. I'm assuming that's the desk. Yeah, that's a desk. Okay, so that's a desk, and I have a little bit of, again, the standard troubles of doesn't want to stay upright, wants to fall in different places, is a pain in the neck to handle, but I do get it in there, and then I am able to apply the glue once that piece is in there. Now, if I had done it the other way, there is a chance that it could have been put somewhere wrong, and that wouldn't fly so good. So I wanted to be pretty exact with where I put that desk. That's why I put that down. I found that I could not do that for the chair, that I had to try to apply the super glue before putting the chair down. And that chair is just, I lose one of them, and then I'm just about to get another one. Then the wife calls me, and I think I lose it, but then I find it again, and I'm able to actually get it in there. And it doesn't go in right, but at least it goes in. And I figured, you know what, I've already put so much time into this darn thing, including cleaning up the super glue applicator, that I figured since I'd already put in so much effort getting that in there, I might as well not let all that effort go to waste. And I might as well accept it kind of being outward. And besides, maybe, you know, there'd be a warrant officer laying like that. Maybe, I think I got an idea for a little scene that could unfold there to make that kind of blend in together. So I'll do that. Trying to get it all nice and in there. And again, trouble, difficulty, scrape things down, and try again and again and again. I guess that's got to be the biggest tip for working at the scale, at least from where I'm standing, is keep trying. You'll get it there eventually. Because, yeah, this is just, well, this will be very good and educational for when I'm working on the Bismarck. And then I'll be working on the Bismarck and thinking to myself, wow, I am spoiled because it'll be 1/200 scale. So that's me done with the warrant officer's quarters, I guess. And for the last few moments of this time-lapse clip and for the model making of this video, I'm trying to put in the long tables I made photo etch for in the officers, ERA, sorry, I think, mess hall. So, yeah, that's what I'm doing there. I do one up, then I fold up another one, do that. And I'm able to use the snips to get everything nice and out of that, out of those ever degrading photo etch frets. All right, that's it for this time lapse, and time to go to normal speed again. All right, so I know a little abrupt for a time lapse segment, but I figured I wanted to try an experiment and see just how quickly I could crank these videos out. So just to recap, we've now got the beginnings of, I guess this is the ERA's mess over here, along with a warrant officer's cabin and then some other officers' cabins. And I've also got, I'm assuming, the warrant officer's mess right here. And then their little pantry. So that's nice, and I'll soon be adding people going in and out of doors. I've already added some here. Some guys entering or leaving their bunk kind of thing. And soon I'll be getting after these mess halls down here. Sorry, I keep forgetting. After these mess halls there, I'll be moving on to the sick bay and then the other officer cabins to finish up, and then hopefully, fingers crossed, we can get to painting this and making it look like it's alive, or at least realistic. All right. I'm going to mishmash this whole thing together now and see if I can't film, edit, and release in the same night. Peace out for now.